What's up, Ethan? Chris here, the owner of CNP Marketing Design. And in this video, I'm going to show you what you can do to bring more customers straight to your business using your website and Google Business Profile as the tools. And the topics of today are going to be content, backlinks, and citations, and what they'll actually do for your business if you use these strategies. More importantly, how you can easily get an extra 50 jobs per month or more consistently by doing what I'm about to teach you right here in this video. But first off, man, I checked out the page, and over and above all, the page looks awesome. I love the branding you have up here. You were fairly consistent with your posts. I haven't seen anything recently, but it looked like you were getting really good reactions out of it. So awesome job there. Lots of shares, lots of comments, which of course, that's going to get more people to see your stuff. So great job there. But getting right into it, the first topic I want to go over with you is page content. And to do that, I'm going to go into one of your biggest competitors in the Fort Myers area, and that's going to be Fort Myers Pressure Washing Services. So page content is made up of the words, the images, and text behind the images called alt text that make up a certain page of your site. Now, you actually need about 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage to be optimized with Google, depending on your competition and keywords. And this is also going to give you a lot more opportunity to fill in with some buyer intent keywords that you're trying to rank and get business for. And what a buyer intent keyword is a word or phrase searched in Google that indicates that person's ready to buy your services. For example, if somebody looked up pressure washing Fort Myers, right? You know that they're looking to get a pressure washing job done, and it's in an area that you target. When you rank for these words, you come up first and get more customers coming straight to you that are already ready to buy. And to sum it up, Google loves information and relevancy. And it actually has bots that will come and scan your website to try to find out what services you offer and what areas you target. And in your content, you can place these keywords that tells Google exactly what terms you want your website to be put in front of when people search for them. That's why content is king, and it's also the easiest and fastest way to rank for anything. Now, if you check out the amount of content they have on their front page, they have a decent amount of content, but this is still extremely beatable, right? And the keyword difficulty, the difficulty to rank for the keywords in your area is way, way lower than I thought it would be. So you have a massive opportunity here. But to go over the second topic with you, and that's backlinks, I'm going to go into a tool I use called Ahrefs that gives you the breakdown of the performance of a website. So this is going to be the breakdown of the performance of their website, right? And I'm going to walk you through a couple of these different numbers because I don't want you to get confused. So the UR is the power of the page being searched. In this case, it's their home page. The DR is the power of their entire website. Actually, very low, very easy to beat this. The number of backlinks that they have, the number of websites sending those backlinks, which I'll explain all that in a minute. The number of keywords that they're ranking for, and the estimated amount of traffic based on Ahrefs that this website's actually getting. Now, it's actually probably about 5 to 10 times higher than what's shown here because it's impossible to get an accurate reading unless you have something embedded into your website such as Google Analytics. This tracks using patterns. So this is probably closer to about 600 to 700 searches going to their website every single month. And that's what you're missing out on by not doing this, right? And actually more because they're not ranking for everything that they could be. But going back to backlinks now, a backlink is super simple. It's just another website linking yours to theirs, either through a clickable text or image. So if I clicked on this link right here and it brought me up to their website, that's an example of this website sending their website a backlink. Now the idea is that these links act like an endorsement of their website from other sites that Google uses to build trust in their business, or in this case, your business, by seeing others vouch for them. It's kind of like a popularity contest where the person with the most wins, except not all backlinks are created equal. You want more powerful and relevant sites linking to give you more authority in Google's eyes because quality always wins with backlinks. And by relevant, I mean if you had other pressure washing sites linking to, that's going to do a lot more for you than a site like Pizza Hut for obvious reasons, right? If we actually take a look at their backlinks to find out what they're using to be successful, and we can use this as a roadmap to beat them at their own game. But let's take a look at some of their keywords real quick and find out what they're actually ranking for to get business from. So Fort Myers pressure washing is a perfect example. Super low difficulty to rank for and 350 searches every single month. Could you imagine if you just ranked for a few of these, how much extra business you would get every single month, right? But I actually give you the breakdown of some of these numbers and how they work here at the end of this video. But first, let's take a look at a Google search. The first thing you see here is an absolutely incredible tool called the Google Map Pack. Many people go here first to find a business that fills their needs, and getting ranked in this top position typically means at least an extra 40 to 50%, sometimes even more than 100% more calls than top organic ranking alone with just the website. Now, what gets you ranked here amongst other things is having a stronger and larger citation profile than your competitors. And the citation is your business's name, address, and phone number submitted into directories such as Yelp and Yellow Pages. And yes, there are a lot of other ranking factors, but your organic ranking and your citations are some of the biggest here. You could also rank in multiple areas all at once using the same profile, as well as capture all of those near me keywords like pressure washing near me. So just to give you an example, let's say your Google business profile was set up right where this pin dropped. The more power you push to it, the larger the area it's going to cover. And now you have people from, within 20 miles, if you get it strong enough, looking up any other services relevant to you, you're coming up in this top position and getting all the customers for that, which makes this perfect for getting local business. And once these strategies come together and you're beginning to outgrow your competitors, here's what you might be looking at and why it's worth it. So I just grabbed some keywords of the Fort Myers area. This doesn't include all the other keywords that there are and all of the other services or areas that you target, right? But out of these keywords, that's 1,140 searches every single month. Now, if you converted just 3% of those into jobs, which is a low ball, that's an extra 34 jobs per month from your website and an extra 50 or more by using both of these strategies, right? Now, once again, not including all the other areas, keywords, or all the areas taken over by your Google business profile either. That's just the numbers for these specific words. And this actually just shows you how the numbers work and what you can expect, right? This could actually be a lot more, or if you didn't want so much, you can make this a lot less if you wanted to. But how do we actually find these numbers? So the average click-through rate of somebody in the top position of Google is 28.5%, meaning if I looked at pressure washing Fort Myers, this guy would get about 28.5% of those site visits. With this being directory sites, it's typically going down until they get to the point where there's an organic search. And in that case, that organic search would actually come up and get about 28.5% of those, right? Now, about 60 to 80% of those will actually call your business or fill out a lead form. And if your closing rate is about 50%, which it typically is getting leads this way, here's what the numbers look like from just your website. If you were in the top position for a buyer intent keyword that got 100 searches every single month, you can expect to close about 8 to 11 deals per month on average by maintaining that top position. I just like the low ball at 3% being the minimum, even though it's often higher because, hey, nobody's ever upset with the low ball, right? And I'm not sure what your margins are specifically, but if you multiplied your average profit per job, the number of jobs you would get, what could you be making this year if you actually did this? And Ethan, this is what I do for a living. And while this video is going to help you start generating a really good amount of revenue, if you want to step it up, go after larger areas, more keywords, or if you just have any questions whatsoever about any of this, you're more than welcome to shoot me a message back, or you can give me a call or text at 330-978-5004. Either way, I would really appreciate just a line of feedback so I know whether or not you got some value out of this video. But thank you so much, Ethan. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon, my man.